Oh, I'm so jealous.
All right, we are recording.
Hi.
First of all, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Hey Hadley, thanks for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rachel Latinet. I'm a Senior Executive Director with Color Street, and I'm here tonight with one of my teammates. I'll let her introduce herself in a moment, and then we have some special guests here tonight. Andrea, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Andrea. We all went to high school together, and I am a director with Color Street. And this is Hadley, my mini, my sidekick.
Hi, Hadley.
My helper sometimes, and my hinderer at other times.
I have Kaiser here, but he's under a cover. But
I'm gonna go mute for a little bit.
yeah, that's perfect. So we are here tonight with some special guests. So one of our good friends from forever, Emily. Emily, you want to say hi?
Hey!
And we're all from Belleville, and we are here tonight also with her mother, Beth.
Hi. I did not go to school with them.
And so the reason that we are here tonight is because tomorrow our company, well, I guess I should say the date since tomorrow may be different later. On Tuesday, August 4th, our company is launching a brand new awareness set for multiple sclerosis. And Beth was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I'm going to have to say MS because I can't hardly say sclerosis. In 2006. And so we're just going to ask some questions and kind of get to know a little bit more about what it is to kind of raise awareness in mine and Andrea's groups and our nail groups for our customers, and share from someone who has had experience with it. And so we're going to start, Beth, if you would like to just tell us a little bit about MS and what it is for those of us who don't know too much about it.
MS is an autoimmune disease that attacks the nerve coverings between your body and your brain, and it like short circuits out. There's no cure for it. It affects people in very different ways, but it's just something that everyone's been trying to maybe get a cure for, and I've been through several studies and trying to get that way, and it's just hold on a second.
Emily pulled up.
Yeah, the nerve damage actually disrupts the connection between the brain and the body. Okay. And that's what that does. So it's affected me in very different ways, several ways. But
okay, because I know for me, this is something brand new to me. I think you were the first person in my life that I ever really knew that was, close within my group of friends that had it. So I'm still learning a lot about it. So I'm really glad that you're here tonight to share.
Well, thanks. Actually, there's another good friend of ours, Denise DeMars. She also has MS. Yeah, okay. She also has MS. Hers actually affected her vision more. Okay. Than any kind of balance issues and stuff.
So it affects in different ways, like you said.
A gazillion ways, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Andrea, I think you've got the next question.
Yeah, so going on from that, how were you first diagnosed? How did you first find out that you had MS?
It was October of 2006 when I was diagnosed, but probably for a year prior to that, I was having issues with my balance and I was falling, and someone suggested that I maybe go and have it checked by a neurologist. And I went over to Barnes and was seen by a neurologist, and he immediately sent me to an MS specialist, who then in turn sent me down for a, what is it called? They go into your back.
Spinal tap.
Spinal tap, thank you. I don't come slowly to me these days. Spinal tap, and that's what did discover that it was multiple sclerosis. And it didn't affect me really too hard in the beginning. It was just walking and keeping my balance. But several years later that other things started to go awry.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of remember back then, because that was senior year, and I definitely remember you like having issues and Emily talking about it.
Oh, the senior year of high school?
Yeah, 2006.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was thinking of you of senior year of high school. from the Christmas dance.
That's right.
Mom,
went
you're
to
recording.
We went to Joyce Clark's house and you were in the car, Stephanie's house.
This is appropriate, right?
This is appropriate because as I was coming out of the house with Emily's dress, I fell on the ice because I had lost my
I
balance.
remember that. You're gonna make me
Remember that?
cry.
Yeah, I fell on the ice. And then it ended up, I broke my tailbone in the process. But no, but that was like the first sign of having any kind of issues. But
Yeah.
I just kind of threw it to the side and just thought it was my balance and I slipped on ice or whatever. So I really believe it was the Christmas 2002 when things really started to
Yeah.
add up.
Yeah.
So it was in 2002, so 4 years before you were diagnosed. That,
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Only
God.
because I didn't think anything of it. I just thought I was
No.
losing my balance or had too much
Slipping
to
on ice.
drink.
Yeah.
Honest
Yeah.
to God, I really,
That happens
because the
too.
kids would laugh at me. You've been drinking too much. I said, no, I haven't been drinking at all.
Yeah. I mean, it kind
Yeah.
of, I think it can kind of look that way, you know,
Right,
like
exactly.
the unevenness and kind of, losing your balance. And I think it even makes people stutter and stuff. It kind of
Oh,
can come
yes,
off like a person drinking,
exactly.
But
And matter of fact,
that's
they
why
do
you can't
say,
judge
yeah,
a book by their cover.
they do
Nope.
say that, they always say to me, you'd never know anything was wrong with you. And I said, well, no. I said, a lot of mine balance just happened recently, but in the beginning, it was just like in my mind and stuff. And I just acted like I didn't have it and just kept going about my business and not really getting serious about what was going on until a few years after the diagnosis when I really realized it was time to realize what was going on.
Well, that brings me to
Something
our
about it.
next question, Beth, which is, how does MS affect your everyday life?
Well, how do I say it? It's hard sometimes to walk and keep your balance. I have to wear what they call an AFO on my leg now, which is an ankle foot orthosis, because I have left foot drop. That means when I go to walk, my left leg doesn't pick up as I'm supposed to walk. And I'm also having problems with the knee now also. And it also has affected my bladder where I've had to have major surgery. And not to make anybody disgusted or anything, but I have to self-cath to go to the bathroom. My brain doesn't tell my bladder that it's time to empty and go to the bathroom. It's just like it could just blow up and I would never have a sensation to go to the bathroom unless, it's kind of weird.
I had no idea that was like a I don't know if I want to say side effect.
Well, yeah, it's another nerve in your body or, thing that happens that, the brain is the lining's kind of on the covering of the brain has gotten attacked.
So then are you able to take any kind of medication or do any kind of therapy to help any of that?
Oh, actually there isn't really anything I can do for the bladder for that, but I have been going to physical therapy and speech therapy, but a lot of that has to do with some other issues also. But I can tell though that in the last couple of years, I am not the same person kind of. I mean, I can tell that I'm having more trouble walking and putting words together. And it is all part of the MS. So I just thought maybe I was getting old, but no, it's just all part of the MS. So sentences don't come together right, and words that I want to say, it's like I want to pull them out of my mouth. I know what it is, but I just can't say it. So, everybody's really good about helping me with, trying to do it. Sometimes they're like too quick to judge and getting corrected all the time, but that as a mother, you have that. So it's just something I've, just thought was part of life. So
well, you sound very well spoken tonight, so
I practice. I'm usually in bed by now, so you're lucky you got me up this late.
Thanks for staying up late for us.
Yeah,
It's
of
8:30
course.
for anyone who's
Of
not
course.
watching this live.
Hi, Hadley. Hi, sweetheart.
Andrea,
I
you've
saw
got
your
our next
picture.
question for Emily.
Yeah, so my question is for Emily. So it's kind of a two-parter. How has your mom's MS affected your life, impacted your life? And what kind of things have you and your family been able to do to help support her?
Yeah, like you guys, when she got diagnosed in the fall of 2006, I was actually in Quincy, and I had no idea what it was. I just thought it was, oh, okay, some type of I hate to say sickness, but I didn't know the severity of it. And which was odd is that next semester I had a teacher who actually had multiple sclerosis. And she was on a cane. She was constantly shaking. She couldn't speak. So I immediately just started doing my research. It definitely makes me not take life for granted anymore. And you know, I don't know if it's really, I mean, it's impacted me in a way that I don't know. I don't want to get too emotional. But I would say our family has definitely became stronger and closer because of it. Because in the beginning, you know, like my mom said, we all thought she was fine and it was going to go away. And I would say she is on the blessed side of this disease. There are people that are wheelchair bound. Chris, actually, my husband, he had a neighbor who was our age, and she is in a wheelchair because of multiple sclerosis. So
our age? Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
30s?
It can affect you really, really young. And it's scary because, you know, like you won't know you have it unless you get that spinal tap. So that it is kind of scary just knowing that it does hit all ages. We've definitely our patience has gotten bettered with my mother. Just because, like she said, you know, it is kind of affecting her, and you know what kind of happened to her a few years ago didn't help. But you know, like you said, if you look at her, you would never know. So that's why you don't judge a book by its cover, and that's kind of my motto now, because you know I could be talking to someone tomorrow and they might have it and you might never know. So I definitely am proud of Color Street for making this choice.
Yes, definitely.
Just because, you know, it isn't talked about like it should, because it isn't, you know, a number one disease going on, but it's definitely one that people should get more information on.
For sure.
I agree. I mean, just hearing about all the different, you know, side effects of it and like all the things that it does to you, it's like, one of our best friends' moms has this disease, and we don't even know that much about it. That's kind of sad that it's not talked about enough, and people don't know what's going on with it enough. So,
and that is why we wanted to hop on and learn a little bit more from those of you that are close to us that we know something firsthand about it. So we appreciate you both hopping on. And tomorrow, today is Monday, August 3rd, but tomorrow, Tuesday, August 4th, this beautiful new set called Day by Day.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah,
it's so pretty.
Andrea and I are both wearing like this corally orange.
I did that on purpose.
I like that.
And so this will launch, and it will support 3 different organizations, and we will share $100,000 between the 3 of them. So the organizations are Multiple Sclerosis Foundation, Race to Erase MS, and Can Do. Those are the different organizations that support
Nice.
that Color Street is going to donate up to $100,000 to. And normally these sets for our foundation causes sell out. I mean, our last one sold out in a couple of hours. So if you are wanting to support the cause, be sure to grab one quick. And we're going to gift Emily and Beth with these just for, you know, doing this with us and, you know,
Thanks.
their story. And we really appreciate it. We can't wait to share with our VIPs. And we know Emily's having a party with Andrea soon. So we're going to share.
Yes, she is.
So
Yes.
perfect timing. So thanks again, ladies, for joining us. We really
Well, thanks for inviting me. I hope I was able to put some light on the subject or whatever.
So much.
You know, like Emily said, you really don't know a lot about it when you start researching about it. So,
Yeah.
Thank you so much
fun.
for coming on, Beth.
I'm going to be following these three organizations on Facebook and trying to learn a little bit more and being able to continue to support them. Even after.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thanks so much
Rachel.
for your time, ladies. And
Thank you.
so that we can share and you can see the replay.
Well, thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye,
Bye,
ladies.
Emmy.
Thank
Love
you.
ya.
Bye.
Bye, Henry.
Love you. Love you all.
Love you.
Bye,
Bye.
Henry. How do I sign off?